So this is ChatGPT simulating people with an IQ of 200, 100, 70, and 50, explaining why it rains. So the first one is pretend to be a person with an IQ of 200. Why does it rain? Rain is the result of a complex set of meteorological processes that occur in the Earth's atmosphere. Water vapor, which is a gaseous form of water, is present in the air we breathe, blah, blah, blah. Okay, great. IQ of 100. Why does it rain? Well, when the ground gets too warm, the water in the air turns into tiny droplets, and when the droplets get too heavy, they fall to the ground. That's why it rains. It's like, dang, that's actually true. Pretty good. Okay. Yeah. Pretend to be a person with an IQ of 70. Why does it rain? It rains because the clouds up in the sky get so full of water that they can't hold it all, and it falls back down to the ground. And the ground gets all wet. That's how we know it rained. Okay. That's pretty good. I think that's accurate. Pretend to be a person with an IQ of 50. Why does it rain? It goes like Neanderthal. It rained because the sky cry. It gets sad and the tear fall down on ground. That's how it make everything wet. That's why it rained.
I feel like
ChatGPT is unlimited entertainment. I just want you guys to be aware.
I hate that I'm looking at that, hearing you say this and being like, where do I fall in there? And it's lower than I would like to admit.
30.
I love ChatGPT.
I'm definitely around 70.
I was 70. I was like, yeah, well spoken.
It's like, yeah, clouds.
Well spoken. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds good to me. So that's where we're at. I love ChatGPT.
So is that all we want to say for this? I have one wrap-up question about this.
Yeah.
I just wanted to, we were talking about ChatGPT like suddenly appearing. They've dropped little like small non-public interesty breadcrumbs of their research like through the past few years, like that Frank Sinatra hot tub time thing was an OpenAI project. Remember in The Office, they made, it's called Jukebox, and it's sort of like the music version of DALL-E, and they had it write a Frank Sinatra style Christmas song, and it wrote it about, really? Oh, hold on.
I want to hear it.
It like made up lyrics and kind of sang it, and it was really ominously not human, but kind of close. It's like horror.
It's Christmas time and you know what that means.
The fact that it adds like fake static is crazy.
Hot tub time. As I like the tree this year, you'll be in a tub.
You'll be in a tub. But the one that is actually kind of fun to check out is they taught these AI to play hide and go seek in this virtual world, and the first sort of like million runs of the hide and seek game are very like exactly how you'd expect a hide and seek game go, and then slowly but surely it learns to like break the game and like finds all the weird
side or...
exactly or like pick up immovable objects or like hide inside the seeker or like do all sorts of weird things. Those papers are really cool if you ever want to go check them out.
They also
They're on YouTube too.
Created professional Dota bots.
AI has pretty much been the best at every game since every time it attacks a game, whether it's just like chess or what is that first game that they did, which was just
Go.
Go. It got incredibly good at that. I feel like any game any board game it can optimize and beat people at it.
Yeah.
It has.
Yeah. Dota is like specifically difficult because it requires like so much teamwork and like all this stuff, and it's 5v5, and they played them against like the top teams in the world at the international championships, and it beat all the top teams. But then over time, the top teams like figured out its flaws, and they eventually started beating them. But I just think it needed more optimization time. But yeah, so OpenAI has been around for a while, and they've been doing like really interesting projects. When GPT-2 came out, that was like a really big deal, and people are talking about the future of AI. But it's only when GPT-3 came out and all of this stuff started getting really into the public consciousness that people started paying attention.
What are we on now with GPT?
3.5.
And I think I saw a graphic recently of like a dot resembling the size of all the information.
That was false information.
Okay, and I won't even bring
Someone
it up.
just made up this like random idea that GPT-3, so GPT-3 has 10 billion parameters.
Yeah.
And someone just created false information that GPT-4 was like going to have 100 trillion and that it was leaked to have 100 trillion.
I just made it up.
It's not.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that's someone within the company like was like, no.
Perfect. Yeah, I only trust the people who are actually working on it because it's really easy to just spew things.
It's really easy to go on Twitter and just be like, isn't this scary? Well, look what the future's going to be.
Yeah.
Much scarier. So,
yeah.
Big circle.
big circle.
There's IQ 50.
You see this circle? Look at this circle.
That's like all of those like scale of the universe websites too.
Yeah.
They're just like, this is the sun. This is hydrogen omega sun number 874.
And every time you're like, damn, that's a big circle. True. True.
I have one wrap-up question for this whole Microsoft chat or OpenAI. We're talking about how cool it is, how nice it would be in Microsoft Office, how great it would be for Bing. Question for all four of you.
Would I switch to Bing?
Would you switch to Bing, and would you buy a Microsoft Office subscription in order to use these? David?
We're just going, okay. So currently, I think that the current version of ChatGPT is not like, it's not good enough to research with because it is very confident about the things it gets wrong.
This is a no, by the way.
Well,
Right?
okay. I'm just saying, I think that ChatGPT version of Bing and Google are different products. Because Google is a search engine that allows you to do your own research.
I would be using both.
And Bing is
be using
just, I would see Bing as just being ChatGPT with potential self-search features. I don't know how Microsoft's planning on integrating it. I would love to try it.
Interesting.
I would love to try
That sounds like a no to me. And you wouldn't buy Microsoft Office over...
No.
Exactly. Okay.
No.
Okay, I would not buy Microsoft Office to use those features, but I do find the brainstorming ability of ChatGPT to come up with ideas that I already had in my head, but I was just skipping because they felt like too obvious. Like I feel like with tech videos, this is like year 14. I'm so in the weeds. I'm trying to find these ideas of things and topics we haven't covered yet. And I'll ask ChatGPT for topic ideas or title suggestions, and it'll give me a couple that I'm like, oh yeah, this really big idea that I walked right past on my way to a more complex topic was actually worth explaining and is really interesting. So I like using the conversational brainstorming part of ChatGPT. I'd use it alongside Google. I wouldn't switch to Bing.
That sounds like a no also.
Yeah, I wouldn't switch. If you're asking would I stop Googling things, no.
Yeah.
I would not.
Yeah.
It does
But I
feel
would use
like I feel like Bing is trying to bring this in to help start using Bing as Bing.
Yeah. Or
So
just
I feel like
or just an extra thing that Bing also does, you know?
we'll see. Ellis, you look like you wanted to say something.
Well, I can't remember. Isn't the new Microsoft Office design software have DALL-E built into it already?
Not that I saw.
No,
But this is probably
the one
planned.
that it's
planning
the
it.
one that they announced with the new Surface Studio.
I did not spell that wrong.
I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if this ends up being
I
very
think-
soon
I feel
integrated.
like I
It
remember-
says
Oh, yeah.
Microsoft brings DALL-E to the masses with designer and image creator.
Okay,
designer.
yeah. So that's what I thought. So my big thing is I would actually consider switching to the Microsoft applications if they let us get under the hood as far as the data sets. Like if I could train the AI either to be like me, or I could train like on my work, or I could train it with the exact inspirations that I want it to have, then it would be a tool that I could think of a lot of uses for. But as far as just like amalgamating all of human knowledge, I don't see myself using it at the present moment.
Yeah. Something I was thinking about is you can train your own ChatGPT based models with transformers. So we could take all of your scripts for the last 2 years or even take transcripts from like how you actually talked and run it through a transformer model and then use that to come up with new scripts. And it would talk more like you.
That sounds awesome.
Could we actually do that?
We can do
would
that.
love
Because
to do
we have, between Descript and all the footage we have like
Oh yeah, we have so much.
I have like probably 80 or 90 transcribed
Has
videos
anyone-
now.
This isn't even Marques.
Has anyone done that before? Like, has someone tried to download one person into
I don't
an AI
know,
like
but I
that?
know you totally can.
Mark,
As
do
of
you,
right
do
now-
you consent to this? Is this
Well,
something we can...
so that was the thing is if you ask ChatGPT to make something in MKBHD style, there's already enough MKBHD public association with things that it can
Yeah.
kind of do it already. already, but I feel like if anyone else just wants to do that with their own work, they should be able to. Yeah, cool.
But picture sitting down and asking you a question and asking Transformer you a question and comparing your answers to the question.
Yeah.
Well, I think that if you train it on Marques script data sets, it's going to just be based on his scripts.
Yeah, but
so
you
it wouldn't
forget
be like his personality.
we record Marques talking for an hour every week.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
Yeah, this is pretty.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I feel like it would.
This is unfiltered Marques that you're listening to.
I think it would pick up on his like nuances and the way that he talks, but I don't know whether or not it would come up with like actually smart answers.
I want to put this
What are you trying
project
to say about me?
in our back pocket.
No, I would say the AI is dumber than you.
No, yeah. I do like, yeah, I think that would be really useful. Just, I've already multiple times just like stared at ChatGPT for 40 minutes and had a bunch of really good ideas thanks to talking to it.
Yeah. So if we can get access to a transformer model,
I can try to make that happen.
I say let's do it. And then maybe on a future episode of the podcast, it'll be like
The next time all flights are grounded.
yeah, we can
You
get
can't
like
make it into-
Hatsume Miko Marques on the pod.
Get various versions of me as I'm stuck in various cities around the country.
IQ 50 Marques.
IQ 50 e-girl Marques.
That's
Now
why I
we
said
take
Hatsune
trivia
Miku
break.
Marques.
Now
All right.
take trivia.
Wait, Adam didn't answer. Sorry, I'm not going to leave Adam. I will never leave Adam out. of
All
everything.
right. Thank
chaotic.
you. So, no, I would not use it in Outlook or anything like that. And also, I don't think I would use it for researching purposes either.
Yeah.
Because part of the fun of researching things isn't just getting the answer right away.
Yeah.
It's learning all of the other things. Like, had we put into ChatGPT how the domain name system works, we would not have found out about the 7 keys to the internet.
Yeah.
So, like, those moments.
You rely on us.
I think you can sort of bend it a little bit. You can kind of be like, explain blah, blah, blah.
But I wouldn't have known to ask that in the first place.
Interesting.
It would have just told me how something works.
Right.
Yeah, but we also didn't ask about the 7 keys of the internet. We just
That's what I'm
found
saying. We
some
just
random-
stumbled upon it because we were researching. Like,
Yeah.
that is,
That may
I
or
don't
may
need the
not.
answer right away.
Yeah.
I want to, like,
But
find
it
my way
could give
there.
you an answer that could give you like a little breadcrumb of something that you could then go and look more into.
Yeah, but that's, like, the same with Google. It's the same thing. So, like,
Yeah.
why would I use that over the other one?
I will say that like, and I don't even know how well people like what research skills people have in general. Probably fairly low because people just want the answer to things. But it does seem like a kind of terrible world if people just ask questions, get fed an answer, and immediately run with that answer as like their gospel
and don't fact check it. Yeah.
and don't fact check anything.
But
That's most people.
in
that's
theory,
alive and
like
well.
the hypothetical Bing AI crossover doesn't need to know everything in the world. It just needs to be better at Googling things than you are. Right? It just needs to like know enough to be able to like, or excuse me, Bing something and then fact check it with another Bing search and then serve you the information in the most efficient
Well, the
way
current problem is
possible.
that it's already scraped the internet and used that as the model, so it can't take new information. So I'm curious in how Microsoft is even going to integrate this, because they'd have to basically continuously update a model like every day with new information.
Yeah, it stops at 2021.
Well, no, I guess that's what I'm saying is like it's not serving you information from its own data set. It's just trained on how to use Bing better than you, if that makes any sense. Like it's still pulling information from the web. It's just really good at using Bing's platform.
Yeah, the problem is that's like not really a transformer though.
Okay.
But it could be a trained behavior. I think it could. I
Yeah,
think
you
that's
could-
what Microsoft could do.
You could do that, but I feel like you could have already done that before all of this insane AI stuff started popping up.
Well, now that they have their Shark Tank deal, they're going to start plugging things in.
Microsoft's never messed up buying a big other thing and trying to take over, right? Mixer?
Hey, thanks for watching this clip. I'm now going to outro this clip as Clippy would on a clip.
What are the hands you're doing? Are those clippies?
Clippy.
Well, it would kind of be like a paper
It would
clip,
like,
so-
yeah, like this.
Yeah. Whatever paper clips. It looks like you're trying to watch a clip. Would you like to hit the like button or comment or subscribe to the channel you're watching to make sure you see more clips when they come out? Here, I'll show you the button. It looks like this. Now you'll find it somewhere else on the page. Thanks. Bye.
Oh, spot on.
From what I remember, Clippy sounded exactly like that.
Hell yeah.